Welcome to this episode. What I'm going to be demonstrating here and showing here is the wall slide and wall angel. I'm going to show two versions of it. Both of them are really good. This exercise is really a postural correction exercise, but it's also related to shoulder issues like rotator cuff problems, shoulder impingement, even thoracic issues in the thoracic spine, like any kind of rigidness or tightness and whatnot. There are several problems that can occur in the human body. This exercise is very good because it hits on many different levels in regards to improving shoulder function, postural awareness, also opening up a lot of different paths, a lot of different, openings where nerve roots and vascular bundles pass through. A lot of times, just the way I guess Earth is that gravity tends to pull the shoulders forward, the head goes forward, and the upper back gets hunched. So it's kind of those are three prevalent postural issues, and a lot of those can be perpetuated by a lot of pushing movements that create imbalances, even pulling, even your typical weight training exercises can certainly lead to those kind of issues, and that's why I like to take the time and focus on on exercises and working body parts that are muscles that are important. These are the smaller muscles that are really hard to see in the mirror sometimes, and also we don't really work them as often. So the first thing we want to do is I like to take this head here, and I actually like to take the occipital protuberance and actually go this way. You make sure your head is in contact with the wall. That's important. That maintains good posture and helps deload the cervical spine. It's actually going into cervical retraction. It's almost like trying to make a double chin. What we're going to start with, I like to do this from a seated position because it prevents compensations from a tight latissimus dorsi. A tight latissimus dorsi will pull the arm forward, and it will also create an arch in the lower back. When you have your hips in flexion, and particularly in a seated position, it helps stabilize the pelvis so the lat doesn't pull so much. And this puts the stress on where it needs to be. The lower traps, which create upward rotation of the scapula, the serratus anterior, which protracts the scapula and also helps with scapular motion, the corrective motion. And we want to make sure we keep the shoulders from hiking up, because we don't want to over-recruit the upper traps, which is typically the case. So we take start off with the wall angel. Straight up and down. If this hurts, in other words, if you have a shoulder issue and you can't go above shoulder level, then this may not be the exercise for you. Probably not. Probably want to start doing, obviously, what your physical therapist or what your physician would recommend. But just in general, this exercise is great for posture. You're really training your serratus anterior here, your lower traps here, especially when you come up higher, because you're actually keeping your arms back against the wall, so you're actually hitting your external rotators as well, the infraspinatus and teres minor. So this is a wonderful scapular exercise, and also you can feel a stretch along the front side and on the inside of the arm. And it's great for neck posture, upper back posture, thoracic spine, and you're training the rotator cuff indirectly by keeping the arms against the wall. So you want to keep your back of your fingers, back of the wrist, back of the elbows against the wall. A good effective program would be doing 3 sets of 15 of this exercise. Every other day, daily would be ideal, but every other day, you're definitely going to get benefits from this. The next one is the wall slide, or the stick-up test. Okay, it's kind of like a cop. It tells you to put your hands up, and there's a stick up. So we're going to go here. Feel a real good stretch right there, especially if I actually retract my shoulders a little bit. And then also have to work to keep the chin down. Don't let the head come up. Keep it straight on, and try and get up high, low I should say, not up high, but up low. Try and wedge the back of the head low, you're getting almost under the occipital protuberance, which actually creates more, gives you better leverage to retract, to create cervical retraction. Then we go up as high as we go. This is the hard part. This is where those tight muscles like the pec minor and the lats want to kick in and pull you away from the wall and also to resist you. So you're actually, what we're doing is we're actually strengthening and lengthening here. We're strengthening the lower traps, the serratus anterior, and we're lengthening the pec minor, the latissimus dorsi, and a lot of the other muscles that I may have not named that tend to get tight. With a wall slide, 3 sets of 15. If you're just starting out and you can't go as high, and if it's not pain, if it's just simply that those muscles are weak, 3 sets of 10. Start with 3 sets of 10, then work your way up to 3 sets of 12, then 3 sets of 15. So anyhow, hopefully this instructional video will help. These two exercises are probably the most effective, but also fairly simple exercises to help with correcting posture, improving alignment, and they're very, I definitely do them a lot. They're really good. They help a lot. They help bring the body in balance. And again, we're training those smaller but very significant and important muscles that help kind of keep things in alignment and keep things functioning optimally. Thank you for watching.